Okay, so there's a lot of people that have visited hell. Some people that have died and gone there and been resurrected or whatever and come back out and given testimony about it. There's prophets who the Lord has given them visions of it and so forth. So this is a vision of hell that Kirk received on January 20 of 2023. The Lord said to Kirk, "Come up here." I said, "Where, Lord?" I began to see all the different places in heaven. Some I had seen before and some not. The courts of heaven, animals, horses and dogs, the clear water and fish, stars and the earth, the 2 trees in the garden, the throne room, all of these things and much, much more flashed before my eyes. Then I came to a place. The area was very light to my right, but completely dark to my left and filled with smoke. At times I would get a whiff of the smell of hell and death, just like the demons smelled in the natural when I smelled one in a room in my house years ago. It was an awful, dry smell, a stench that made me wince. I moved forward and I started to hear voices. Then suddenly, a blood-curdling scream. Talking, yelling, cursing, confused speech, moaning, and all kinds of human voices. As I got closer, I realized that all of the voices were in some kind of response to the terror these people were experiencing. Then I began to see something that looked like a conveyor belt, but it was quite wide and almost full of people. The stench of death was very strong here. It was very dry and felt depressing and hopeless. The conveyor transported those on it toward the darkness and completely out of sight. The darkness almost seemed alive to me as it swallowed those transported into it. Of those on the belt, some looked tough, rebellious, and violent. Others looked like thinkers, studious and confident, as they came from the lighted end and headed toward the darkness. By far, though, most of these people looked like good people from all over the world. They were dressed in their normal clothing from wherever they had lived. I was there in the spirit and kind of up above and to the side of the conveyor. Without exception, all of these people looked toward the side I was on, seemingly looking beneath me. As they did, their eyes would grow wide open, and some would drop to their knees, young and old alike, their eyes open, and say, "They were right, or I should have listened to them." There were no children at all, but quite a few young adults. And I realized that they were all receiving a witness of the Lord of what their fate was. I understood that all of these had either been exposed to the Lord in some way and had refused him, or had become entangled in religion and did not represent the Lord, but only had a form of religion. I again looked and saw all of these disappear into the darkness. For all eternity, forever, darkness. I asked to come back.
Welcome to Destiny Road, where we're committed to making a real difference in the fight against human trafficking. We proudly partner with organizations that rescue survivors and provide them with dignified employment opportunities, and also support these brave individuals on their journey to healing.
Our curated collection features crafted items from around the world. Handmade jewelry, leather purses, bags, coffee and tea. We also offer books by authors Tiffany and Kirk. You can find their books through Amazon by searching for Tiffany Root.
Thank you for joining us in this important mission. Visit us online at destinyroadstore.com.